What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys figure preview video. Today we are doing, for the second consecutive day in a row, we are doing two videos at once. Yesterday we did Deadpool and Wolverine. Today we are doing Joker, which I just did on my previous video, and we're doing also Darth Vader himself. We are doing his Battle Damage Deluxe version exclusive by Hot Toys, right? So I did talk about this guy on a couple of videos ago, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was Monday or Tuesday, where basically I had made a special video because Hot Toys had released 6 figures in one single day. So I kind of gave already a couple of thoughts on this guy, but right now that Sideshow has finally posted him up for pre-order, I am going to go ahead and preview this guy in detail because I cannot tell you guys how excited I am about this figure. Now, a lot of my friends did make fun of me because obviously I already have the Kenobi Vader with the battle damage accessories and mask, right? And in all honesty, guys, I really don't care. I'm still gonna get this guy, right? And I'm gonna get both Vaders, right? To me, I am such a big Vader fan, as I'm sure that most of you guys are as well. And I mean, as you guys can see, he's the logo of my channel, right? So I am just a big Vader fan. So I'm going to try to collect as many as I possibly can. Again, I already have the Battle Damage version from Kenobi. I'm going to get this guy. And then also we have the 40-year anniversary Return of the Jedi figure as well coming soon. So again, I'm just a big Vader fan. So I'm going to try to collect as many as I possibly can, right? So as I mentioned before, right, this figure pretty much, the origins is from The Force Unleashed. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of legal rights with Lucasfilms, Hot Toys possibly wasn't able to mention the show, right? I'm not sure, right? Or the comic itself, right? But again, the way the cape it is, I mean, that just gives it away. It's The Force Unleashed, right? So this is the most battle damage Vader we have ever seen by Hot Toys, right? I mean, the way this guy is damaged compares nothing to the Kenobi Vader, right? The Kenobi Vader pretty much just had a couple of rips in his cape. The mask was obviously half broken. His chest piece was pretty much broken as well, but that was about it. Now this guy is all types of damage from everywhere, and that just makes the figure look even much more awesome than what he already is. So really quick, right, I did want to talk about the versions that we get. So just to clarify, so the collector edition itself is the figure, right, with the Hayden Christensen head sculpt, or Anakin's head sculpt, right, the damaged pieces, the lightsabers, the display base, and that's pretty much it, right? So this would be the collector edition. To me, it is not a bad version to get, but in all honesty, guys, to me, I think with this figure, it is best to go with the deluxe version exclusive. Now, the special edition is pretty much everything that comes with the collector edition, and then to add on to it, we get this damage mask for Vader, right? So it's kind of like half Vader, half Anakin, but then the top of the head we get no helmet. So that would be the extra piece that comes with the special edition. So already these two versions alone, go with the special edition because it's the exact same price. So I mean, might as well just go with the special edition right now. The deluxe version is the figure itself without the helmet, right? Because this is not an exclusive, right? So the deluxe version is the figure itself with all of the accessories that the collector edition comes with, but the added part is that we get a battle damage helmeted head with rolling eyeball. So this is very similar to the one that we get for Kenobi, except that this face is kind of less open, I guess. This would be kind of like a smaller opening, right? But the rotating eyeball does look exactly the same as the one that we get from Kenobi. And then also we get this beast helmet silhouette cape. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the helmet connected to the cape, and I do wonder how that cape is going to be made. If it's just going to pretty much include a lot of wiring, and we're going to be able to position it this way, or is it made out of plastic and it's already standing this way? So that is something that I do wonder. I do apologize if maybe the question is kind of dumb, right? But again, I don't know how it's going to look like, right? So I definitely do wonder. And then the last part is the deluxe version exclusive. So once again, is everything that the deluxe version comes with, and then we get once again that special damage mask for the exclusive version. Now, with all due respect to Hot Toys, this is ridiculous. I mean, there is no need for 4 different editions. I mean, the fact that it's the same pricing, to me, they should have just done a collector edition special edition and then a deluxe exclusive, right? I think that they should have just gone with that. I mean, no need for 4 different editions where we're pretty much just getting a couple of changes. So to me, I think 2 versions would have been good enough, not 4. But obviously, I got the deluxe version exclusive, and I am definitely going to include the link to Sideshow Collectibles if you guys want to definitely go ahead and grab him. The good thing is that this guy is not exclusive, so if you guys want to go ahead and purchase him, you guys can go ahead and grab him. So I will include the link to Sideshow. So let's start with the photos of the figure. So as I mentioned before, the idea is an absolute masterpiece. Thank you, Hot Toys, for this release. My god, does this guy look absolutely awesome. So first and foremost, so this battle damage max does look really good, right? And then we get this absolute beast of an imagery with the figure. So pretty much you guys can tell how damaged this guy is. So we pretty much get all his left leg pretty much torn apart as far as the suit itself, so we're able to see his robotic limbs. Same thing with the left hand, the chest, right, his helmet, the cape itself. So again, the origins is the Force Unleashed, and the looks of it, Hot Toys, my god, you have done great with this guy, because he looks absolutely, again, masterful. Just looks great. I don't even know what objectives to give the guy as well. So what I love so much about this figure itself is that how many options we get as far as displaying the guy. So we can either do this helmet, or we can do the normal cape. We can do the pretty much the posable cape the way that it is. We can do the regular Anakin head sculpt. We can do the half Anakin, half face head sculpt. We can just do this regular helmet with the one-eye Anakin, and then also we get the regular Vader helmet, right, with no with no damages whatsoever, if I'm not mistaken. So although actually I don't know if we get the regular Vader helmet. Yeah, I think we do. Based on this image alone, I think we do. So again, just get an idea, guys, of how many Vaders we're gonna get with this guy. And then the good thing for me is that I could possibly, because again, I have a Return of the Jedi Sideshow Vader, right, which is one of my first figures ever. I could possibly put one of these helmets on that guy and just give it a different look. So again, just so many options when it comes to posing the guy. To me, the idea of it itself, again, with the Joker figure that I just previewed a couple of minutes ago, or a couple of hours ago, to me that's a good idea, but this to me is a perfect idea. It's a great one. I just love everything about the figure itself. So as far as the pieces itself, so again, the damaged pieces just look really nicely done, right? I could tell that this guy has his suit broken. The skin parts look great, right? They look burned, right, as Vader should be. The robotic limbs as well, they look really great from afar as well. The face sculpt looks exactly as Hayden Christensen / Anakin Skywalker, so no issues with it whatsoever. The display base as well does kind of represent the Force Unleashed as well, so that's a great thing as well. And then the posing of the cape does look absolutely masterful as well. Now, one thing that I am hoping is that the legs have a lot of articulations, because I want to post this guy with the cape itself, but with his knees kind of bented, showing him kind of like in a fighting position, possibly holding on to the Force or something like that. So that is one thing that I definitely hope with this guy as well. So, and then also we get the lightsaber pieces, which, for always the hope is that they turn on as as bright as they possibly can. To me, I really don't care if it's either LED lights or batteries or whatever the case might be, or a USB cable. I just want the lightsaber to turn on as bright as it possibly can be. So one other thing that I did want to talk about was Hayden's head sculpt. So what I had said at whenever I first previewed this guy a couple of days ago, whenever we did that video for all 6 figures that were released right on that day, Monday, was that I really like the head sculpt. The skin texture looks great. The burn marks, scars look absolutely awesome, and he does look exactly as Hayden Christensen. But that I really wasn't a big fan of the facial expression. To me, it's fine, but I wish they would have gone with even a more meaner, kind of angry type of Vader, especially because his suit is completely battle damaged, right? So it's like he's in battle, he's fighting. So I wish they would have done a much more angrier kind of Anakin, right? To a point where I can tell the guy is fighting. When I look at this facial expression, he looks a little bit too kind of like no emotion kind of face sculpt, right? So he just looks serious, right? So again, not a issue, but just something that I wish they would have done better, right, with the facial expression. Now again, as I mentioned before, the texture and the way that the face sculpt is made out of, it is absolutely awesome. Again, as I mentioned before, looks exactly as Hayden Christensen from every single angle. All head sculpts thankfully do have rotating eyeballs, and as I mentioned before, they did a great job with the skin coloring, or the scars, the cuts, and all that, the burn marks. Again, all look great. Also, the pieces, as I mentioned before, that are battle damaged, they look absolutely awesome as well. I can tell it's Vader even though the suit is not there, so they've done a great job of combining those parts as well. So as I mentioned before, phenomenal idea by Hot Toys, right? Thank you for releasing this guy, because again, I can't tell you guys how great it looks. And see right here, we get a better look at those battle damage parts, right? So it's the detailed recreation of Magno arm and leg, and realistic battle damage effects. So pretty much his chest box does look really similar to Kenobi's, right? Which I really don't have an issue if it is the same one, but these pieces right here, the way that the skin is made, I can tell this is his burnt skin from all angles, so it looks great. And then again, the robotic limbs, right, both on the left leg and the left arm, look really nicely detailed. So again, Hot Toys has done a fantastic job with this figure in all ways. I really cannot find a complaint, right, that I can think of, right? So everything looks really good. Let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments, right? For me, this is a almost perfect figure, and it might be the best Vader they have ever done, but feel free to disagree with me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the figure itself. So last image that I did want to go ahead and go over is pretty much just everything that the figure comes with. So it's pretty much the figure itself. We get the separate rolling eyeballs and the regular Anakin head sculpt. We get the Darth Vader helmet silhouette cape. We get this damaged mask. We get a really nice display base. We get battle damage effects on the figure itself. We get a battle damage helmeted head with rotating eyeballs. I'm not sure if we get the regular Vader helmet. If we don't, I'm completely fine with that. And then we get, of course, different hand pieces along with a couple of lightsaber pieces that do seem to have that USB cable that they've been doing recently. Again, as I mentioned before, I don't have an issue with that. I just want the lightsaber to turn on as bright as it possibly can be. So again, as I mentioned before, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this figure, if this is a must buy or not. If you guys do want to purchase him, I am going to include the link to Sideshow Collectibles so that you guys can go ahead and place this guy on pre-order. To me, the price in itself, it is pretty fair with all of the accessories that the guy comes with. I thought it was going to be more expensive, but to me, what they've gone for is pretty good enough. So before I do end the video, guys, I wanted to thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for always being so supportive and for watching my videos on a daily basis. As I always like to mention, if it is the first time that you're watching me, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell if you guys are interested in more Hot Toys content. If you guys are interested in figure previews, figure unboxings, and things like that, this is the channel to watch, so feel free to subscribe. I do want to remind you as well that I am on TikTok and Instagram, where I post daily images and updates about what's coming up on my channel. Feel free to follow me there as well. So for now, guys, this is going to be it for this Darth Vader battle damage version figure preview video. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you next time.